For creating our update section, we need to active this link like we did this delete one. So for activating this one, I have this file of delete from database and I'm going to save this file as update into database. Saving this one out. Now we have this file of update into database, and in which right here I'm going to add same anchor tag and the same here as well. I'm going to give it path to be link path to be new one, update.php that we don't have at the moment. And for search query parameter, I'm going to pass here update is equal to PHP scope, and the same thing here as well. In the PHP scope, I'm going to echo my ID because I want to update my record according to its ID. I'm also teaching you and watching the match between Peshawar Zulmi and Quetta Gladiators. It's the local PSL, Pakistan Super League, and Zulmi just won the match by quite a good margin, 58 runs. So I'm going to just stop it for you and I'm going to see the celebration of Peshawar Zulmi. That match happened in Lahore, Pakistan. It is the final match in PSL tournament and my favorite player Shahid Khan Afridi is on the screen. So I'm going to pause you for a moment and I'm going to see the celebration. So got back to you. We were creating our link to update. So I need to echo here the ID as well. Now saving this one out. We have defined this search query parameter to be update. Refreshing, not refreshing. We need to move to new file of update into database.php. Removing this one out. Hitting enter. Now we have the update one and we have update 2 and you can see the ID on this update search query parameter is changing. So I'm going to browse the earlier file that we had and that was insert into database. I'm going to insert couple of records because we are short of our records. We deleted so many records. So I'm going to add here Sajid, social security number, department to be sales, salary to be 12,000, home address to be Peshawar, submit record, adding new record to be Shoaib, social security number to be this one, department to be purchase, salary to be 5,000, home address to be America, submit, new record to be Ali, social security to be this one, department to be HR, salary to be 12,000 or something like that, city to be Vancouver, submit, new record as well, Alex. So this is the file, update into database. Refreshing the page, we have record Shoaib, Ali, Alex, Sajid. You can also see that we had the record to 1 to 2. We deleted our record from 3 to 6. Now we cannot get the ID of 3 to 6 for our new record. Why? Because we made it primary and primary key is only going to assign it for the one record. You cannot assign it later for any other record. Anyways, we got our 6 record here. So let's change the title of this file. I'm going to change it for update into database. Saving this one out. Now I need new file of update.php. Why? Because I made it for update file, update PHP. So new file. I'm going to save this file as update.php. Saving this one out. So in the update.php file, first of all, we need this form so that we could have this form and we can show the data here and we can edit it and return it. So we need this form. So first of all, from my insert into database.php, I'm going to select all of this data, copy it and I'm going to paste it in my update.php file. Now we don't need this whole block of PHP, we just need our form. Now if I save this update.php file, first show you. So here let's also add the title to this file, update.php, saving this one out. Now you can see we just have the form only, don't have PHP. So first of all, we need to extract our data from our database. So we need to put all of this data in these fields. How can we do that? First of all, we need to extract it. So we need to add the PHP scope here, in which I'm going to add some PHP statement that can help me to get the data from my database. And first of all, I need to add the connection. Let's close this delete.php, this simple.php, this insert into database.php, and from the connection file we need these two connection first of all in the update.php file, and connection as well. So we have form and just the PHP scope in which we got the connection. Saving this one out. Now the next part will be, first of all we need to get the search query parameter, but let's close this connection.php file. So first of all we need to get this search query parameter like we did in our delete lecture. We need to get this update. So in here I'm going to add super global variable of get, and I'm going to pass my search query parameter of update, and let's equal this with the new variable of update record. Okay, so we got our search query parameter that we are sending from this search query parameter. So this update we placed it right here. So it's time we should add the query that can put all of my data in these fields. So how can I do that? I need to define here query. I can call this query of show query, and I can first of all select static, means all the data from my table of emp underscore record, where id is equal to our search query parameter, means this update record, and semicolon at that. Same thing here, we are getting our data from our employee record table, where id is equal to update record, means this get update, means this search query parameter that we did in our last lecture of delete. Same thing. Now you know the drill. We need one more variable, and I'm going to call this variable to be update, and let's put the mysql underscore query here, in which we are going to place this equivalent variable to our query. Now we want to show our data to the user, so we need the while loop. Same thing, we need to fetch our array. So I'm going to define here a variable of data rows that is going to be equal with my SQL fetch array function, and in this function I'm going to pass this variable of update. And we need couple of variables that we are going to get according to our ID. So our first one will be name, because in my update.php file we have the first field of name, we don't have to concern with the ID. So I need new variable of ename, and putting this data rows as a super global to this one, and putting the name that we got in our table, and that is ename. So if I can show you this enum, semicolon at the end, copy this one out, paste it right after it, and now changing it for next one, and that we got SSN small, and changing the variable to be capital one. Then we got DEPT, changing it for our table name column, changing it for salary, changing it for salary, for home address. Now our work has been done.